Okay, it's a good day, guys. It is a very good day. Today is the first day we got official news, like proper official reveals for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. That's right, we now know the title for sure. It's a good day, guys. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Monarch news and updates. In this video, we will be covering current modern news for once. Yes, today in this video, we will be talking about all of the press releases that were released for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Now, I know there's HD stills that were released as well. We will be covering those in a separate video. I'm just trying to get as much as I can done really quickly because I head out to Burbank really soon, and I will be gone for days. I'm going to the Japan World Heroes Convention, and I actually won't be back home until Tuesday, so I literally stopped off from Matsuri here. I did a job interview yesterday. I've got this today, and then I leave today. So I am not home for long, so I don't have much time to cover this. So let's keep it moving. All right, this actually started out last night when someone leaked an image of Godzilla. Now, I'll talk about that in the next video, but today it kicked off again when Apple TV posted a redacted title teaser for the new show. Now, for those of us who knew the leaked titles, which were originally reported on Reddit, if I understand correctly, and then KDM picked them up. For a lot of us who knew the rumored titles already, we kind of already knew what this title was going to be, but then Apple TV did confirm that the title is Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the original title for the show was supposed to be Monarch, but a different show titled Monarch already started airing in between the time they started developing the show in 2019 and now, so they couldn't call it that anymore. I actually preferred the title Legacy of Monarch. I think that sounds a little more classy than Monarch Legacy of Monsters, but I'll take what I can get. Legendary confirms this is the official title, and the Legendary and Apple TV Twitters have both been having a lot of fun today. Apple TV then updated the Wikipedia to reflect that the title is not Godzilla and the Titans, it is Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Apple TV then reminds us that the show will be premiering on Apple TV Plus, and we can check it out when? Who knows? This year it sounds like, but they haven't set a release date. My personal feelings on why they haven't set a release date is probably because they're trying to wait to see if these actors and writers strikes clear up in a timely manner so that they can promote the show. Otherwise, they're just going to keep pushing the benchmark down and down and down as much as they can. That's my personal guess on what they're going to be doing with this thing, but they do have to deliver it at some point this year because they've promised it to not just us, but their investors. So I have a feeling the show's going to come out in probably November-ish, fall-ish, maybe October. I could see it starting then. That's when like Walking Dead would start in October and November. So I could see it coming in line with the fall television season. Toho then announced Monarch Legacy of Monsters. They titled it a sci-fi drama, which is fun. I like that. I'm excited for that. I like that those are the two things we're focusing on, is sci-fi and drama, not sci-fi adventure, not action. I like that it's drama. I really like that. Then we have the official press release, which was released on the Godzilla website. Now I've got that linked down below. I'm going to read off a more extended press release. This was the one sent out to media outlets. I'm just going to read it off to you guys, so enjoy some footage of Godzilla 2014 and probably King of the Monsters. Apple TV Plus unveils first look at highly anticipated Godzilla and Titans live-action original series, Monarch Legacy of Monsters. That's the headline. Based on Legendary's MonsterVerse, the new series premiering on Apple TV Plus stars Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, Anna Sawai, Chrissy Clemens, Ren Watanabe, Marie Yamamoto, Anders Holm, Joe Tippett, and Eliza Lasowiski. Today, Apple TV Plus announces the title of its highly anticipated sci-fi drama, hell yeah, based on Legendary's MonsterVerse as Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and unveiling the first images from the 10-episode series starring Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, Anna Sawai, Chrissy Clemens, Ren Watanabe, Marie Yamamoto, Anders Holm, Joe Tippett, and Eliza Lasowiski. Alright, that's nothing new. We did know all that already. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking revelation that monsters are real, Monarch Legacy of Monsters tracks two siblings following in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connections to the secretive organization known as Monarch. Clues lead them into the world of monsters and ultimately down the rabbit hole to Army Officer Lee Shaw, played by Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, taking place in the 50s and half a century later, where Monarch is threatened by what Shaw knows. Ooh! Ooh, I like it. The dramatic saga spanning 3 generations reveals buried secrets and the ways that epic earth-shattering events can reverberate through our lives. That gives us a little bit to bite into. I'm going to try and break that down as quickly as possible. So we already know who the 2 siblings are. That's Anna Sawai's character Kate, and then that's Kentaro, who I forget who plays Kentaro, but that's Kate and Kentaro. They are Hiroshi's children, although they are not of the same mother, so they are half siblings. Now we do know that following the Battle of San Francisco, that's how Kate gets involved. She travels to Japan, where I believe she gets Kentaro involved, and the 2 of them start to look into Hiroshi together. We do know from KDM that there will be some mysterious and not great people working within the Monarch organization, and I have a feeling that Hiroshi, Kentaro's father and Kate's father, is gonna be one of those people who's not necessarily a good guy. Just because you study monsters and take an interest in monsters does not mean you're a good person. Look no further than Emma Russell. I love that we're tracking down the rabbit hole. This is also official confirmation that Curtin Wyatt will be playing Lee Shaw, the character from Godzilla Awakening, the spin-off comic from Godzilla 2014, which means that that comic might have some relevance to this new series, or they're completely retconning it. It means one of the 2 things. I also love that we're spanning 3 generations, going from the 50s to modern day. That's Kurt Russell's character, that's going to be Hiroshi as the next generation, and then Kentaro and Kate as the youngest generation, I believe. I think that's really wonderful because it's going to build the flesh and foundations of Monarch in the MonsterVerse, and hopefully we will refer back to the Monarch timeline and actually build out the events in that and see how those events were related to Monarch and the MonsterVerse and the Titans in the first place, because we still don't know for most of them to this day. I think that all sounds wonderful. I'm really excited. I also love the idea that Lee Shaw is this character who, as we understand from Godzilla Awakening, was a military officer who was pulled into Monarch, and now it sounds like he got out of Monarch before or around the events of 2014, and he has so many secrets about Monarch that he is completely threatening to uncover all of the things that they have kept secret. Things like Kong and the containment sites around the world. They know of Rodan by this point as well, so there's going to be a lot of things that he is going to be able to potentially expose if he so chooses. I think that sounds so exciting. I'm so freaking into that idea. Monarch Legacy of Monsters is co-developed by Chris Black of Severance, Star Trek Enterprise, Outcast, and Matt Fraction of Hawkeye. Matt Shackman, WandaVision, directs the first 2 episodes. We didn't know all that. Hailing from legendary television, the series, executive produced by Black, Fraction, and Shackman alongside Javi Harold of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, that's a great movie, and Troy Tennell, Spinning Out and Underground, from Safehouse Pictures. Matt Shackman, WandaVision, Andy Goddard, Carnival Row, Downton Abbey, Brad Van Aragon, Yellow Jackets, Carnival Row, and Andrew Colville, Severance, Star Trek Discovery, are all working on the project. Hiro Matsuoka and Takemasa Arita executive produced on behalf of Toho, the owner of the character of Godzilla. Toho licensed the rights to Legendary for Monarch Legacy of Monsters as a natural byproduct of their long-term relationship with the franchise. By the fact that they're only referring to Godzilla here makes me think that we're going to see Godzilla and then brand new Titans in this series. I feel like if Rodan or any of the other guys we know and love were going to appear in this, they might put it in the press release that they now have the license to that, but I could also see them maybe wanting to hold off on that information to be a surprise in the show. But don't get your hopes up for Rodan or Ghidorah. Ghidorah's in ice at this point, and he won't be discovered until 2016 anyways, so he can't show up now. Don't get your hopes up for a Rodan or a Mothra or an Anguirus or something like that. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get new Titans. I don't even think we're going to get Titans from the King of the Monsters movie. I think we're going to get brand new ones. They may have some of the names of the Titans from the King of the Monsters mythos, like Leviathan or some of the others that we haven't seen yet, like Binyup. I don't think it's going to be any monsters that we know of. Legendary Entertainment's MonsterVerse is an epic entertainment universe of interconnected stories that bring together popular culture's most titanic forces of nature. Witness humanity's greatest battle to fight for survival as we fight for our world in the face of a catastrophic new reality. The monsters of our myths and legends are real. Beginning in 2014 with Godzilla and continuing with 2017's Kong Skull Island, 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, and 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, the MonsterVerse has accumulated close to $2 billion globally at the box office and is ever expanding with the highly anticipated sequel Godzilla x Kong the New Empire. It's interesting that they don't mention the Skull Island anime at all in here. The series will premiere globally on Apple TV Plus alongside the expanding offers of sweeping world-building dramas including global hit series Silo and more. Alright, who cares? That's not Godzilla. This is just stuff about Apple TV Plus, I guess. Apple TV Plus offers premium, compelling drama and comedy series featuring films, groundbreaking documentaries, and kids entertainment, and is available to watch across your favorite screens. After its launch on November 1st, 2019, Apple TV Plus became the first all-original streaming service to launch around the world and has premiered more original hits and received more award recognition faster than any streaming service in its debut. Today, Apple original films, documentaries, and series have been honored with 371 wins and 1,544 award nominations and counting, including Oscar Best Picture winner Coda. About Apple TV Plus is available on the Apple TV app in over 100 countries and regions, on over 1 billion billion screens, and at AppleTVPlus.com for $6.99 a month. That's actually a pretty reasonable price with a 7-day free trial, so many of you can take advantage of that when the show finishes airing. All right, that's great stuff, man. So for those of you who don't know, Apple TV Plus is a really prestigious brand. It's a really prestigious streaming service. It's actually, I think, considered the most prestigious streaming service, and then it's right above HBO, I believe. So that's really good news. We're in good hands here. This show is gonna do really well, and from the pictures we saw, they have put a lot of money into the CG in this thing. If I'm remembering the rumors correctly, I believe they stated that the budget for each episode was like pretty big. Whatever it was really good. I remember it being really good. When you consider Shin Godzilla was made on a $15 million budget, and it was over 2 hours, and it had a lot of Godzilla doing a lot of stuff in it, and a lot of that CG looked great, even though it was dispersed over the whole film. Shin Godzilla delivered some of the best CGI in the Godzilla franchise to date, and that was on a $15 million budget. Condense that $15 million into 60 minutes, and then now you get more concentrated Godzilla. The CG can look a lot better. You don't have to do as much of him to give him as much of an impact. I think we're going to see a lot of Godzilla in the Titans, and I'm really excited about that. One last thing I'll mention is that for anybody wondering what the release strategy for this thing is going to be, Apple TV Plus doesn't normally advertise their shows, so we'll probably get this press release probably a couple weeks before the show comes out. We'll get a trailer. I don't think that trailer is going to be right now. I think it'll probably be about a month away maybe, but I think we're going to get a trailer about a month away from here. That'd be my guess. And then just a couple weeks after that, the show will probably start airing. I think that's going to be the only advertising they do for it. They also do weekly releases, which I love. I'm very excited about that. I really hope they do that for this show. They normally do. It'd be surprising if they didn't. They normally do weekly releases, and I cannot wait to cover this thing week to week with you guys. That is going to be fantastic. All right, the next video I do will be about the actual still images revealed for the show. I cannot wait to break those things down. They're really exciting, so you can go check out that video whenever it drops. If you want to stick around and see that, then definitely subscribe. And to end it off here, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you very much for the support I get on the Patreon. It really goes a long way towards supporting this channel and making sure I can keep making videos like this for you guys. All right, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time for the next one. D-Man out.